Disclaimer. This video proves or shows how I play with Dartling Farm Glue and not how you should play it, but you can always follow my steps. Please enjoy and have a nice Tuesday day. Yo, welcome everybody to a new video on Bloons Steel Barrels. As usual, we're waiting for the Bloon cave to be coming out in about 10 seconds. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, it's free, you can always change your mind later. And today's goal for likes will be 5 likes if you want to see more videos on this game. And yeah, here we go. We're going to try Bloon, and today the main objective is to show you guys how to correctly play Bloons tower defense battles with the strategy called Dartling Farm Glue. I've seen a lot of people play Dartling Farm Glue, however, I do not see them play it correctly, especially on this map here. So I will show you guys how to play it correctly on this map, especially Bloon, with this strategy here. So here we go. I'll show you guys step by step on how to play that strategy in this map. So you start off with a farmer right about here, so you get coverage of like 7 farms in here. You can also add another farm about here, but it's fine. So since he's gonna go with the funny boomer strategy that he used already, you need to go with the Dartling about here, because it actually covers, if I can also place it, so it always covers this spot here nicely, and this spot up here, so that's actually also pretty nice. And then all you need to do is just to get to 260 and then 2. Why 262? I have no idea, but it's always what I've done. So let's do that. I'll be going with the farm, since he doesn't send me too many Bloons, and then we'll go for more. We need the Dartling to be upgraded soonish. You can also go Road Spike if you don't want to leak too many lives. That's really up to you. But more importantly, you need to upgrade your Dartling as soon as possible in the next 6 seconds. If you're lucky, you could get another 2 bananas, but since I'm really unlucky with my farms, that is fine. So we can basically now chill. We can put this guy up here now. You can see, if I aim it like here, where my mouse is, it still pops all the Bloons up here, so that's still fine. Now, of course, we can do the same again as in the Placid Populace against this dude, which was just sending pings, and make him micro his left hand a little bit. Looks like he's fine here, so that's good for this guy. Now sadly, since he's econ fully, which also means I have to go for another Dartling, which also means I cannot go for the plantation, which is kinda sad, but it's fine. We'll get it anyway. So I'm aiming with my second Dartling also up here. Hold on. Apparently I had to sneeze, but I also not, so that's fine. So apparently I have to aim this right here. So up here-ish is good, or we can also aim it right here. That's also pretty nice. All you need to do is just get the farms ready and running. Now of course it takes years and years till you get another farm. You can also create here, which I'm gonna do, and show you guys that you don't really need to worry about your lives whatsoever. I'm gonna put a 1-0 farm here, and then at this point all you need to do is focus those black Bloons for whatever reason he's sending us. There we go. And now we can also go for a second plantation, but since it's round 7, we need to go for a powerful dart on round 7 because AI is kinda troublesome. The AI is always troublesome. Let's send in to 300, that forces the 2-3. There we go. And that usually should make it seem like we don't really need to worry much. Now since we actually cleared his yellows, we are more than fine to go for the plantation. And if he tries to rush me with a yellow rush, that is fine by me. All we need to do next is to go for another Dartling until he runs out with the money. So let's go for that. There we go. Now we need to do is to get a glue gun up here and get a corrosive glue, aka 2-0 on strong as usual. And with that money, we can go back on the farming. The farm is definitely necessary in this strategy. You can be passive, you cannot be passive, that's really up to you. All you can do also is, if you play Dartling from Ice, is also put your Dartling about here, your mouse up here, and that basically destroys all this stuff. I know for example that this guy has the sniper, which you can easily see. So I will not rush him whatsoever, because this strategy is not really worth rushing, basically. If he, however, goes for a sniper farm, I'll definitely rush him later on. So you see, I still have a 1-0-1 Dartling, a 0-2 Dartling, and a 0-0 Dartling. That is because he does not seem to rush me whatsoever. I accidentally press X in my auto hotkey to press the right upgrade button. That is fine, it doesn't matter. Now, of course, we can make it seem that we don't need to, what's the name, defend all the rushes here, or the AI basically, because we want to go for the BI on round 15. Since I cannot go for this round, we need to go for another round, which is basically at the end of round 15, which is where you see the region pings coming. And also, since you play with the Dartling and the Glue, I recommend shooting the Dartling up here. And that usually will help you a lot in the round 16-ish game. Of course, I also will be sending some stuff. Maybe we can force some stuff here. And that usually would kill him. But since he's probably a good player, he would boost, yep. I wouldn't say he's a good player. I would say he's like a immediate player. Not a pro player that we usually face in the tournaments. But he's like a immediate, intermediate player-ish. Yes, I'm saying that as if I'm better than him, which... if you saw the last two videos, yes, I am technically better than this guy, because I beat him multiple times, so that's fine. Now we got a 1-0 farm, which means we can actually go for this guy here. And if he sends me a Moab, I can easily go for the Glue hose, which the Glue hose slows down the Moab class to 40%, which is pretty decent. Also, I prefer going with 1-0 or 1-2 farms because, again, we need the BIs to cook up. So let's go with that. And once you get like at least 10,000, 8,000-ish money in the bank, you can collect it, get the second BI up before the round ends, and then you're basically vibing to everything that he might be sending. Of course, if he sends you a BFB, you're screwed, so let's not do that. I will show you guys how to defend a BFB easily. So I assume this guy will definitely send us a BFB, and here's how it will usually end up. I have to collect, I have to upgrade the Dartling to a Hydra Rocket Pods, but it doesn't seem like he's gonna rush me whatsoever. So what I can do is get up the bank, and if I still don't see any BFBs in the next upcoming 6 seconds, then I can go for the BA. And it looks like there is no BFB coming, which means I can just collect, get another Dartling up, and that's how you usually defend easily. I still have a 0-0 Dartling up here, and that should still be fine. So let's go with this guy, there we go. And now we can basically eco if we wanted to. But, boys, like I said, 1-2 or 1-2, get the bank up. Once we got the money for it, we need in total 5.8k, and then basically we are fine. Which means, once this is cooked up to 5.7k to 5.8k, we are cooking fine. And there we go, with the eco boost that we got, we can send him also a BFB, since we got the money for it. There we go, that's a Bloon boost. And now we can just also keep on ecoing. The best rush on round 22 will definitely be against a sniper farm or sniper user to be around 22, as a sniper usually would be all on strong, and they are forced to slow down slash use more upgrades or towers to defend the round 22 BFB. You can see he used two, I say it again, two freaking Sabo abilities, and he also used a turbo charge, which is also pretty interesting. So I wouldn't recommend what he's doing, but it is what it is. Yeah, so basically this is how you play Dartling. You just be passive in the beginning and then you can be aggressive. It usually works in that way, but if you play against a pro player, such as if the person knows who basically I play against you and you try this strategy out, it's a death wish. It's definitely a death wish, and it's not worth sending me a BFB. because I know how to defend BFB with Dartling Farm Glue and other strategies, especially around 22. So don't try that against me or good players that actually know how to play the game. And against someone who's in arena, you can do that easily. That's fine. You don't need to, but it's personally better. Now after this round we can actually go for 2 more BIAs. Then we can also send him 1 CMG if you wanted to, but I don't think it's be worth. So I can explain what happens in the late game. This is basically still mid game, so we can talk about that also. Mid game, round 25 is most the hardest round in this round because of the ceramics, which you normally would die to, but with like 2-1 Dartlings and 2-2 Dartlings with a D-camo or D-camo-lets, you're basically up fine. So you only need to collect 2, and then you got the 2 BIs, and you still got a 7k running in the bank, which is definitely decent. Yes, decent. And with the interest that you got in the bank, you get another extra 2000, and therefore you get 10,000. You can use it for another BIA, or you can just save up. But since I'm a BIA lover, we do love some of that. Now you can see it's gonna be in Recro Farm, so instead of going for a plasma, we're going for the hydro rocket pots, and that usually will clean up everything. I would not recommend it unless you have a plasma, but it's better than nothing, and therefore I prefer that way. Now of course you can also eco if you want to, but it's not really worth. Also you can sell your farm up here, because it's not really worth having it anymore, since you have only BIAs in your field. And that's a big mistake on this guy's behalf. He's already allowing me with CMGs, because I already have so many BIAs. However, I am still fine. Hopefully my game or my internet is not going away. That is hopefully good. Now I'll show you guys how to defend with the newly buffed Dartling Gunner. So we need to go for the bats, but we need still defense. We still need defense. So of course what we're gonna do is to get more money out of those banks, get a bats, and also get a rod down here. That's what I was searching for. So I'm gonna facepalm for that because he already lost so much eco out of it. And I can easily just hydro rocket pot this or bats pot drop this, and it will be just easy W. There's nothing he can do. We win this. And also rods are basically 50,000 instead of 55,000, which is a pretty big change. We didn't collect anything to buy the hydro pots, the Ray of Doom, which is pretty nice. Of course, there's an easy way to defend, which is just boost, but it's not really worth. Now, of course, you can see that the mobs are going to unglue themselves here, get another glue gunner about here. That's the spot usually, and get more Dartlings on the 2-0 or 2-1 Dartlings, and you win basically easily. He's rushing too early, and therefore we just win this easily. And he's boosting to AI, which is already a big mistake, because I can just send him 1 CMG and he's dead. Yeah, basically Bloon, Dartling Farm Glue, Dartling Farm Ice, those 2 are basically matter if you know how to play with Dartling. However, he's dying to AI, so I'm gonna facepalm for that. And yeah, you basically win this easily. There's nothing you can do. You win this, he loses. You can also go for another bats because they got nearly buffed today or this week. Or rather this month, so you basically are fine. We didn't collect whatsoever. We still have so much money in the bank. We got like 55,000-ish. And if I collect, we got more than 55,000. So we can go for another rod. Go for a ability. We don't need to boost whatsoever. But if it's sketchy, we can boost whenever. But you can see, I'm fine, I don't need to boost. If I have to boost, that'd be out of curiosity to see how fast I can actually pop those blimps, but again, there's nothing he can do. He lost. Basically, if I use all the abilities, it's gonna be shredding everything. It also detects those mobs there, but usually that's nothing, and you basically win. Now, of course, I stopped with the BIAs, but I can return with the BIAs. Because I'm a Giga Chat and I always return with the BIAs. There we go. Of course, if he had also farm, I'd be in trouble because he would actually destroy me in farms and also send CMGs way too early and actually could make me get more defense up. But after this Dartling, you see, so like 20 is 2-1 Dartlings are more than enough. And once you popped everything, you can sell everything for more BAs. That's what you usually should do. And you basically win this game now, because you got way more eco, he destroyed his eco, and you have like 100 times more income than this dude has in his bank. I don't know if I can fit this guy up here, no I cannot, which means I have to sell one of them. I still cannot upgrade this guy, so I have to sell this guy as well. Get this guy up, get another Ray of Doom. Also you don't need a powerful dot on your Ray of Doom. You'll see a lot of people still go with powerful dot on Ray of Doom, when usually that's not the case. It does nothing and it does literally waste your money basically. It's freaking $850. I know it's basically a late game, but like every money counts, and saving 850 is way better than not saving them, even though you have like 8.1k eco. Of course I can collect everything, because again, to show dominance to this guy, he can get another roll up. And round 37 is his end, because he will not survive round 37. 5 CMGs, he's gonna die there, literally. So I'm gonna boost there, boost. I'm gonna sell this guy, and there goes, 5 CMGs. I only will send 2 more CMGs most likely in round 38 or 39. We'll see how far he will go. But there's normally no way he can survive a freaking CMG on there. But we'll see. But yeah, this is how you usually play Dartling Farm Glue. It's a change up video. I wanted to play some normal as Bloon, but decided not to, because I see a lot of people still asking how to play Dartling Farm Glue. I still see a lot of people making those mistakes, and usually that's not how you should play Dartling Farm Glue in the first place. So again, 2 CMGs 138 in case he actually popped those CMGs pretty nicely. However, he is not popping them easily. And of course, this is not a good opponent, especially when he's going Boomer, Ninja, and Sniper, which is not a good trio whatsoever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. He's gonna die to my CMGs, and if you want to see more content like those strategies being explained, how to basically play them correctly, be my guest, comment down below, subscribe, feel free to also like to the comment, not comment, feel free to like the video as well for 50 likes. This is also gonna be another project where I'll help you guys with these strategies. Only 50 likes, and I'll show you guys how to play Ninja from Mortar. And then after Ninja from Mortar video, only 7-10 likes in total, and then I'll play the strategy you comment. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys as usual in the next video. And yeah, have a nice and juicy day. Peace out. As usual, Fates Prom as the end.